Champions League Final, Manchester City v Chelsea. It's an all-English Champions League final, but will it be Manchester City or Chelsea who will be crowned champions of Europe on Saturday? Premier League champions City are looking to win the prestigious competition for the first time. Chelsea, European champions in 2012, have beaten Pep Guardiola's side twice in the league and FA Cup in 2020-21. Up to 16,500 people will be allowed inside Porto's Estadio do Dragao ground to watch. Both sides have fully fit squads to choose from, although City midfielder Ilkay Gundogan looked like he took a minor knock in Friday's training session after a collision with Fernandinho. Win you're a hero, lose you're almost a failure. I know exactly the way we want to play, with who we're going to play, and I'm not going to bother them much, Guardiola said. It's an incredible experience to be here. I know exactly what I'm going to tell them. The guys who are anxious and nervous, I will tell them that's normal. I'm pretty sure we have to suffer to win the final. It's nice to say enjoy it, but sometimes it's not possible. You have to be resilient and adjust. City midfielder Kevin De Bruyne said, "If you win, you're a hero. If you lose, you're almost a failure. Coming to this stage is incredibly well done by the team, but if you don't win, it's something you don't want to experience. It's been one of the goals of the club and the players. Being able to be there tomorrow Saturday and to perform on the highest stage in the world is something of a privilege." City's Spanish boss Guardiola is looking to win the Champions League for a third time after steering Barcelona to triumphs in 2009 and 2011. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel is seeking his first Champions League success. Last season, the German took Paris Saint-Germain to the final, losing 1-0 to Bayern Munich. "I have full trust that everybody wants it," said Tuchel. "It is about hunger, and always on the highest level in sport it comes down to how bad do you want it? I have felt us very concentrated, focused, and disciplined in the build-up this week. It's always tough to play against City, Bayern, or Barcelona when Pep is on the sidelines. He creates huge belief and success and has a huge winning mentality. Maybe in the moment they are the strongest team in Europe, in the world, and they have built a huge gap between us in the league, but we closed the gap for 90 minutes in Wembley and closed the gap again in Manchester. The final will be decided on the day, with 30 minutes of extra time and then penalties if required. Each side will be allowed 5 substitutions, with a 6th permitted for each side if the final goes to extra time." Tuchel said, "The penalty shootout in the Europa League final was fantastic in terms of quality from the takers. I don't think I have ever seen something like this, 20 penalties in a row with no miss and so well taken. We have identified the guys who should take the penalties for us, but I don't know who is in the end on the pitch, so we need to be well aware, but if we go to penalties we go in together and out together. The video assistant referee, VAR, system will be used, while City have been designated the home team, which means they will play in their traditional sky blue and white colors. This year's final will air in over 200 countries around the world, with the opening ceremony taking place about 10 minutes before the biggest game in European club football kicks off. Where is it taking place? The final was due to be staged at Istanbul's Ataturk Olympic Stadium in Turkey, but was switched earlier this month to the Portuguese city of Porto because of coronavirus restrictions. Portugal is on England's green list for travel, so players and fans can attend without having to quarantine on their return home. Turkey is on the red list. It is the second successive year the final has been held in Portugal, with Lisbon the location for the delayed final stages of last season's competition. The Estadio do Dragao hosted the 2019 Nations League final and was built for Euro 2004. City have played at the venue in the season's Champions League, with Pep Guardiola's side held to a goalless draw by Porto in the group stage in December. Chelsea also played Porto on their way to the final, but both legs of their quarter-final in April were played in Spain at Sevilla's Ramon Sánchez Pizjuan Stadium because of coronavirus travel restrictions between Portugal and the UK at that time. The country was moved to the green list on May 17. How many fans will be at final? The 2020 final between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain was played behind closed doors in Lisbon. However, there will be up to 16,500 supporters present for this year's edition, about one-third of Estadio do Dragao's capacity, with Manchester City and Chelsea each receiving an allocation of approximately 6,000 tickets. Chelsea have returned more than 800 unsold tickets. There was a high demand for 2,800 tickets which were sold with independent travel. However, the unsold tickets were part of a charter package, which included subsidized flights at £200. Meanwhile, a further 1,700 tickets made available by UEFA for the general public sold out on Tuesday. Previous All-English finals. This is the third All-English final, and second in 3 seasons, in the Champions League. In 2008, Chelsea lost 6-5 on penalties to Manchester United in Moscow after the match had finished 1-1 after 120 minutes. 11 years later, Liverpool beat Tottenham 2-0 in Madrid in the last final to be played in front of a capacity crowd. If City beat Chelsea, they will become the 6th different English club to be crowned champions of Europe after Liverpool, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea and Aston Villa. City are the 9th different English club to reach the final after Liverpool, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Leeds United, Arsenal and Tottenham. The last English team to win their first final was Aston Villa in 1982 against Bayern Munich. Will Sergio Aguero play? Manchester City forward Sergio Aguero, who has 260 goals in 389 games for the club, will leave when his contract expires this summer. Aguero marked his last appearance at City's Etihad Stadium with 2 goals as the new Premier League champions ended their domestic campaign with a thumping win over Everton last Sunday. Should he play in the final, it will be the Argentine's farewell appearance for the club after 10 years. Aguero has scored 13 goals against Chelsea for City, although he has not scored in any of his past 4 appearances against them since a hat-trick in February 2019. He is close to joining Barcelona next season, according to City boss Guardiola. Both managers have fully fit squads to choose from. Chelsea midfielder N'Golo Kanté and goalkeeper Edouard Mendy have recovered from injuries and are available for selection, while City midfielder Ilkay Gundogan is also back after suffering a knock against Brighton on May 18.